Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
This morning we'll pray from Psalms 43. Judge me, O God, and plead my cause against an ungodly nation. O deliver me from the deceitful and unjust man. For thou art God, for thou art the God of my strength. Why dost thou cast me off? Why go I mourning because of the oppression of my enemies? O send out thy light and thy truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me unto thy holy hills and to thy tabernacle. Then will I go unto the altar of God, unto God my exceeding joy. Yea, upon the harp will I praise thee, O God, my God. Why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquiet within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. To my community of parity, all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome, one and all. Thank you for joining us this morning. The somberness continues after yesterday's heartless and inhumane demolition. The somberness still continues, where you have the government is saying, or members of the government are saying, nothing to do with us here, nothing to see here, nothing to say here. PNP put out a statement to Dennis Meadows. JLP put out a statement through what's him call it, Gerga. I think he is the mayor of Trelawny Municipal Corporation. However, elderly, sick, babies, and just about anybody on the estate is left without any, hold on, is left to the element, is left just like that in the wind. That's the situation this morning. Of course, this time it's not the government who ordered the demolition. However, the government participated in the demolition, as you heard and will hear more from the residents of Cooper's Pen. More so the young men that were arrested crack of dawn, 3 o'clock in the morning, taken to police station. That was a part of the government's action. You remove those who you think would have been an opposition to the demolition, those who could have helped to clear some of the things that the bulldozer man decided to roll over. On top of all that, we have just celebrated 64 years of independence. We are also being told that Jamaica is an independent, sovereign country. More and more, though, we are seeing where private investors and the hoteliers are taking priority when it comes to land in Jamaica. It is why we continuously call for land reform in our country. Because until we have meaningful land reform, where these so-called squatters' land are divided up and sold to the occupants who would have met the adverse possession rules on the private land, then more of this between private developers and the government will continue to occur in front of us, where 3-day-old baby and very sick elderly are left on the roadside. An independent country, a country which we were promised 40 acres and a mule. What we regularly get is bulldozers. Where will this stop? When will this government see the need for land reform? Meaningful land reform. Jamaica, this cannot continue. We cannot continue like this because you know what? This type of living, this type of behavior is not sustainable. It's not conducive to human social health and development. It's really not. It's not conducive to your psychological well-being. Security. Jamaican people need security. The descendant of the enslaved need security, land security in our country. How do everybody? Morning and welcome. This thing have me aware. Empress Deb, real sweet, Debbie Jarvis TV, good morning all and welcome. Thank you all for joining us. Lynette Jenkins, good morning. Good morning. Pamela Akola, good morning. Karen Nemad, good morning. Who else is there? Did I say Lynette Jenkins? Yes, morning. Violet Watson, veteran Wagwan, Marcia Biro from the cockpit country, Gloria Morris. Good morning, Sophia Grant. Good morning, Abenasa Cody. Good morning. Who else is here? Suzette Williams. Good morning, Leonard Denton. Good morning. Morning all. Sheila Kelly, Michael Nepper, Vitality and Motion. Morning. Thank you, Abina. Thank you, Miss Jam Uptown. Morning all. Morning. Like and share the live for us, please. Like and share the live. Come know something wrong with enough finger. Something wrong with enough finger. I don't finger or no memory something wrong with. But it's one of the two. Donna Thompson morning. It's one of the two. Something wrong with either on a memory or on a finger. Please to declare which one of it. Miranda Ruddock, morning. How are you? Morning all, morning. Marva Burke, morning. Zenith Beckford, morning. Gloria. Is it Belgian? Morning. Oops, how you do? Morning, everybody. No. This is depressing. I find it, Colleen, morning. I find it very depressing, very stressful when you see babies and elderlies homeless. Barbara Simpson, something that could have been avoided if the government intervened. Something could have been avoided if the government did not play an important role in what happened yesterday morning. when police sweep the entire community of Cooper's Pen, arrest all the men of Cooper's Pen, taking them out of the way so the bulldozers can have their way with the women and children. This is tantamount to war. In my view, what happened in Trelawny yesterday was tantamount to war declared upon the people by the government. The government who removed the defense line of the people, the young men of the community, the fathers and the boyfriends and the husbands, the brothers, remove them from the community, arrest them illegally without any charge or anything, and then you send in the bulldozers to declare war on the women and children, sick women, 3 days old baby with umbilical cord still attached to them. What government, what society treats their very own like that? What government, what society? I often hear these motherfuckers use this phrase, Jamaica is a Christian country. Hey, kiss my blood clot this morning. Don't even go there, so that's such a long road to walk. You want shortcut this morning. If you don't walk by a shortcut this morning, and judge blood clot meant round ya. If me no walk by a shortcut this morning, so make me load the long road. Huh? Yeah. We're going to go to the videos because I don't know if you're telling us, sir. I don't know when Jamaica people are going to rise up and start burn down something. If it have anything to do with the hoteliers, find where the hoteliers' business is, race it to the ground with fire. When Jamaica people are going to become ruthless and radical, like what we are meet up on as a people, both with government and the private sector developers, Jamaica cannot turn out in a source of land for resort alone. Can't need people for work at the resort them. So when you get rid of we, the AI and robot. Now, we have been made to understand that the land has been owned by New Falmouth Resort. New Falmouth Resort Limited. The CEO is James Henry, Chrislam or whatever it is. The land was sold to them by the Administrator General of Jamaica for the estate of Gilbert Baron Dobson. So, if the land was owned by a one Gilbert Baron Dobson, Gilbert Baron Dobson would have died intestate without a will. Therefore, the Administrator General of Jamaica would have taken control, bear with me, globalists, would have taken control of the administration of the estate. Bear with.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just try and I say watch man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel. I she never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Day or night. We gonna bust down Babylon walls. Prepare every the way. Prepare every the way for jumping. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down. Me say Rastafari. War and cry. And do that righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. And we love Jah.
Thank you very much for holding on and welcome back. So if one Gilbert Baron Dobson died intestate, then this is how the Administrator General, the government, would have sold his estate on and all that. And it was said it was sold behind the back of Mr. Dobson's sons. They have been fighting for it in their adult years to no success. The company itself was incorporated by Phelan family who resides in Texas. These people are land sharks. Somebody is writing this. These people are land sharks whom have been residing, who have been raiding our land for decades in the name of tourism. So when I say the government coffers have been lined, it's a fact. So the government benefited from this land. When the land was sold by the Administrator General of Jamaica, that money goes to the government. So the government complicity goes deeper, because rather than the government lot up the land and sell it to the people who live on the land, the government then sell it to the New Falmouth Resort Limited. Because it's a private developer thing. All of us Jamaicans are being pushed out of anything to do with our country. Totally pushed out. So not only that the government is complicit when it comes to Ladybug, all you do, sending the security forces, one, to remove men from the community before the bulldozers move in, to provide protection for the men with the bulldozers while the vulnerable community was being razed to the ground by private developers in order to erect hotels there. Jamaica people, Jamaica should have under fire this morning. Fire, we should have not run out of anything with it to open fire. Remember, we don't have police and we don't have fire brigade, you know. It's not hard to burn down every hotel in Jamaica. It's not really hard. So I don't know. Oh, no, wait, man. When I notice when that little girl was in Ghana or where was raped, was murdered and whatever in that hotel, you remember how quick the people stormed and burned down the hotel? What is happening to Jamaica people? Huh? What on earth is happening to Jamaica people? Why have we become so lackadaisic and docile? Where anybody can come and ride rough shot over with. Just about anybody can come and ride rough shot over with. Just anybody can come and pull the rug from under with feet. Sometimes I don't feel like I don't want to pop out and I hear them. I don't feel like I don't want to pop out and I hear sometimes. I mean, all of them young men here will walk and shoot at one another. Where are you all? How come you not shoot after government? How come you not shoot after rich white people in Jamaica? Because it's all systematic. We were taught to hate ourselves. We were taught to hate each other. So when we see each other, we see problem in ourselves. But when we see the white man, we see God and earth. Isn't that what they teach us through their Western Christian doctrine? What have they done to us? What have they done to us? Why we become like curdled milk? We curdle up. We can't run through net again. We have been curdled up. Everybody come step over, we wipe them bomber blood clot foot pan we. And then you have Jamaican young men killing each other off. You have a government who doesn't give a fuck about us. Literally. Not one jot. Let us go to some of these videos, yeah. If me sit down with just a cuss, a galang blood clot, so. Just a cuss a galang, so. Because Jamaican young men are turning guns at each other. But Jamaica politician and the children of the slave master is stripping away everything from and I will just stand up so. Just so. Just a look out of space. Haul up on a blood clot pants. We don't want no underpants. We want no revolutionary spirit. You Batmans of Jamaica. Haul up on a blood clot underpants. We don't want to see no split. We want to see. We don't have love in our heart for the people and the country. Jamaica turn out into too much Batism. That's why everybody becomes a little girl in our country.
I'm Trevor this morning. Them carry the whole of the man them and then lick down the place them.
I'm over here in Cooper's Pen, being this Cooper's Pen Trelawny, that is being described by some residents as a second bout of Melissa passing through their community in the wee hours of the morning. A demolition crew came to demolish houses built on this land said to be privately owned. I spoke to Dennis Meadows earlier, who said he was able, along with Councillor Govt Wilkinson, to get a break from the demolition team. They asked for mercy, and as Mr. Meadows said, they decided to put a halt to the demolition. But they're planning to come back to continue their work. We're hearing more than 50 families live here on this piece of property in Cooper's Pen along the North Coast Highway for more than up to 30 years. And so on. This morning, after losing a court battle and an appeal over 10 years ago, they were surprised by a demolition crew that came in to demolish their properties. But we'll definitely have more on this in subsequent newscasts. So the babies are old, sir?
3 years old. The neighbor don't even drop yet. They're under the bus stop.
And they demolished the house?
Yes.
So we can find her. So just outside the hotel gate. The bus stop is here. This is where we're going to find a mother with a 3 days old baby. Her house was demolished this morning. And we understand that this is where she sought shelter. And we're here to see her.
This morning, showing the baby tree. Not even the neighbor's tree drop yet.
Not even outside, not even awake yet. And a 3 o'clock.
3 years old baby.
Then push her out the house and lock up her baby father.
What
We put her there. The baby father is next to them.
And take her baby father and take her son. And then tell me to me to move and stitches me get and me can't do it. No. So me just still see it there. So we there.
What are you going to do now? Where do you go from here? Your house smashed down?
No, then I'm actually done.
I see it. Okay.
This is wickedness.
Evidence of this insensitivity that has been demonstrated this morning. You come on the eve of the morning, right before people will wake up, and you come with equipment and you demolish people without notice. And I said earlier, this against the background that we are giving homes to over 10,000 despicable human beings from the US. Look at it. 3-day-old baby displaced under a bus stop.
This is the bus stop outside of a hotel here in Trelawny. And this is where this mother with her 3 days old baby has sought shelter following that demolition exercise this morning in the Cooper's Pen area of Trelawny. These are some of her belongings here that were thrown out of her house. And she's now seeking shelter under this bus stop.
Holy father.
I don't know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. Because everybody I wipe their hand clean. Central government, Trelawny Municipal Corporation, central government, Trelawny Municipal Corporation, the developers or the owners of the land, New Falmouth Limited or whatever they are silent. The government who gave them a green light, the government who gave them the support and the backing of the security service, how can we say the government is clear here this morning? How can we say this is not the government? At least I know Andrew this time. How bomba blood clot come? I know Andrew this time. Andrew Holness and Chang give direction to our police force. Was it done based on a warrant? Was the demolition done based on a warrant? Did the police cooperated and assisted based on a court warrant, or because they were tipped off or paid off to do so? Whether they've been tipped off or paid off to do so, how is it that the government is not involved here in whatchamacallit? Because I hear Gerga come out and speak in bullshit. As you know, JLP literally always speak bullshit. Cousin Manning, how you do? How is it that the government is not involved? The government gave them protection. The government, with its power, went in before the bulldozer, round up and arrest all the young men in the community. What does that say to you? Dirty blood clot labor rights who may hear over the airwave attack. What does that mean? Me come in and me hold you down and me make Delroy Chuck rape you. Am I not complicit in the rape that you have just endured? How Andrew not responsible? How Trelawny Municipal Corporation is not responsible? How JCF is not responsible? We cannot separate this from the government. The government was the one who sold the people on the land to private developers, hoteliers. The government then went on. I don't even know if they the lawyers for those people launched the proper case. It should have been an adverse possession case that them launched, not fighting to stay there. Launch an adverse possession. They've qualified under the private land, but that's to see. There's a judgment out there, I think, from 2014 or 2019 or so, which I haven't had the time to read, but there's some information in that judgment by the Supreme Court. And this is why Andrew Holness and Tom Tavares them and the Caribbean judge, the Jamaican judge, is trying to crush the CCJ, because when we can't afford for London for justice. Justice is with us in the Caribbean, but the Jamaica government said we don't want that type of justice there. We want slave master justice. How Andrew Holness and the JLP government, local and central, is not involved in this. They sold the land. They sold the land to private developers. They provided the security for the private developers who left a whole community homeless, a whole community on the ground. And then dirty labor rights, I will come out and talk about Andrew, this. Who then? If it's not Andrew, who then? Who is responsible? Because them say no Andrew. Municipal corporation come out and say, I know them. Who is responsible? Because a whole community is left homeless. And everybody a walk and draw their hand. I know me. It not nothing to do with me. I know me. It not nothing to do with me. Could the person responsible come forward? The government is our first port of call here. The government is the one that we vote for to look after our welfare. JLP counts as an MP in a Trelawny, silent on the matter. The two JLP in a Trelawny, silent on the matter.
Everything for the stress, Mama. What the bomber clot? This don't look good.
It's not look good at all. It's not look good at all. Yo, I always check the man them a mash up, you know.
No reason, no time. 3 o'clock this morning. And when they come and knock you up at 3 o'clock, what did they do?
You go down at the station.
The station.
What you charge already. After we start with nice done at the station, they say them a process. 20 other will come pick up this morning. 20 other will live in all of them houses. And the man them will live in other houses.
So meanwhile you are at the police station.
You hear a woman say, you know, you go on for the news or go past fence, so say, go on. And that's how you hear what.
That's why the police take you up and go lock you up. You know, here's the whole
station return out here.
Man wanna lose so much money, man wanna lose.
Every value.
Police take you up and lock you up. Meanwhile, people are damaging the place.
Yes.
What time were you released from jail today? So you're locked up this morning for no reason. And you're released after them return the place.
We don't get that phone.
Government of Jamaica, this look like it's false imprisonment and they need justice. Because
You know when I'm going to sleep tonight, you know. I'm going to sleep from back. No, they never pack up. We don't sleep up. When they need to pack up the thing, give it a up. They really like. They're not liar. They're not real.
Multimedia unit.
The lack of representation for the constituency of Northern Trelawny is woefully glaring. The most recent evidence of this is demolition of structures in the Cooper Spin area early this morning. While the legal aspects of these operations can be debated, the human and compassionate elements appear to have been flagrantly ignored. Families have been displaced with little visible support or advocacy from their elected representative. This could not have happened at a more inconvenient time, with victims of Hurricane Melissa yet to be fully recovered, and in the midst of back to school, people struggling to send their kids back to school. The operation this morning demonstrates a lack of empathy and care. I can understand that the Member of Parliament, Mr. Hamilton, may not be naturally inclined toward public display of empathy. However, I cannot accept that she must remain inactive in matters such as these. As a Minister of State in the Ministry of Tourism, she holds a senior position and should be at the forefront of community issues, especially those affecting the livelihoods of her constituents. The sad irony of all of this is that our government volunteered to accept and provide residence for over 10,000 despicable human beings, not my words, to be deported from the United States under the third country national arrangement. While it sit idly by, while born Jamaicans homes are being demolished without care and without empathy. I'm proposing that government seek to make move to declare that area a development area under the Housing Act, acquire the property, subdivide it and sell it to the current occupier. You're talking about over 50 families who are impacted in this matter. And I call on government, the Ministry of Housing, to move with alacrity to solve this matter. Relocation is not an option. When people build their homes, kids are born. That's history, that's sentiments. You can't relocate that. So the viable solution in my view is that government seek to buy the said property under the Housing Act and sell it to the current occupiers.
Visit our website at pnp.org.
Me don't know what the Jamaica people. Hotels should have under fire all across the island this morning. Hotels across the island should all be on fire this morning. However, these people know that they're dealing with some docile buffoons called Jamaicans. Some docile buffoons who are full of self-hatred of themselves and still to date bow down to Massa, even though Massa, Caller, good morning. Do you want to talk on the show? Yeah, talk. I'm going to be asking the leader of the opposition this morning, can you clarify to the Jamaican people, and this must be done expeditiously, could Mark Golden clarifies to the Jamaica people if Mark Golden proven or anyone or thing to do with Mark Golden has ownership, equity, or anything in this land at all? We would like the leader of the opposition to answer this question as a matter of urgency. As a matter of urgency, we're asking the leader of the opposition to answer to whether there's any ownership in this land or any equity, easements, or rights on this land is linked to the leader of the opposition. The people of Jamaica, the people of Trelawny, the people of Cooper's Pen would like to have that question answered as a matter of urgency. We're asking the government for clarity on the matter. Who did you sell the land to? When did you sell it? How much did you sell it for? And why was the people not consulted to sell it to them? So those are some things we would want to have cleared up as a country. At the meantime, we ought to be burning hotels like crazy. If we can't Tanya them, nothing Tanya need, you know. If we can't Tanya them, nothing Tanya. If we can get a share off of the rock, them can't Tanya. If we can access the beaches, them can't stay here neither.
It don't matter. But I people them vote for them and not give them the right to do that. I who said that? No, after 3. And you don't have no to do so what they do is set they end up all of the man them person up here and tell them man them after 5 man on the real. They don't have me for him out. Everybody they go. Everybody look at they go. I keep on living go with him man too.
Hold on, just read something on Mark Golden right on your page. Mr. Gale, since you have restricted who can comment on your dishonest post about ownership of the land, which these families were evicted from this morning, let me post it on my feed and make it clear. If you do not delete or remove this malicious lie, be prepared to face legal consequences. Living outside of Jamaica doesn't mean you are immune to lawsuit for defamation and libel. You have been warned. That doesn't answer the question of ownership. So Gavin, who is saying Mark Golden cleared that up yesterday. People often threaten people about lawsuits when they want them to shut up. Mark Golden does not answer the question. I would wish for Mark Golden to answer the question unequivocally. If there's any ownership, rights, easement, or whatever linking him to that land, what Mark Golden wrote on his Facebook page, responding to somebody who made an allegation, it is not an answer. So there was nothing that Mark Golden cleared up when he responded to Mr. Gale yesterday. What we want from Mark Golden is a clear and unequivocal answer as to rights of ownership for the land. Threatening someone of legal action is not an answer to whether Mark Golden have anything to do with ownership of the land that was demolished, that people's house were demolished from yesterday. So we are still hoping. We are still hoping that Mark Golden would answer the question, outline a proper answer. We understand. This is not an answer. He was just responding to someone. He have not cleared up whether there's anything linking Mark Golden to the land. That is what is important for him to make clear. Whether is there anything linking him to ownership of the land? That is the answer that's required.
Claims made by PNP bloggers that what happened in Cooper's Pen was done by the government. This is not so. In fact, this is a private developer who has been in dialogue with the people of Cooper's Pen for over 10 to 15 years. They have been to court. The court ruled against them. They did appeal. And so the private developers offered them to sell them the land if they were willing to pay. The claims being made is unfair,
so why then,
unjust. If there is no truth.
If the private developer, Mayor Gerger, offered to sell them the land, then why isn't there a continuous negotiation rather than bulldozing properties? That's what I don't understand. Your argument is not making any sense. They've lost the court battle. Yes, we're aware of that. But you're saying the hotel or the developers plan to sell them the land. Where is the negotiation surrounding that? Where is the negotiation? Because if that's true, then we shouldn't, bulldozers and police shouldn't be in the mix. It should have been a negotiation about lot and prices between the developers and the family living on the lot. From yesterday, after we've seen this barbarity, we have been left confused. We're calling on local government. We're calling on central government. We're calling on the opposition. We are calling on the private developers. We need clarity. Somebody needs to say something. Somebody need to say something. Don't push me in a merry-go-round fuckery over this issue. Don't turn this into a merry-go-round, because I notice that that una make a merry-go-round out of it and think to say, una go left we out here confused while una get away with no crime against the people. We need answers from the government, from the opposition, from local government, and from the developers, because we, the people of Jamaica, are locked out and left confused by what we saw happen yesterday. So everybody with them piece of bumbleclot story, it's not helping. It's not making anything clear. In fact, it is riling up people anger like mine more. My anger is more being riled up based on how everybody come out and said this, that, and the other. But nothing of truth. Nothing of the truth is coming true in this matter.
Claims made by PNP bloggers that what happened in Cooper's Pen was done by the government. This is not so. In fact, this is a private developer who has been in dialogue with the people of Cooper's Pen for over 10 to 15 years. They have been to court. The court ruled against them. They did appeal. And so the private developers offered them to sell them the land if they were willing to pay. The claims being made is unfair, unjust. There is no truth to that. The government knows nothing about it. The Trelawny Municipal Corporation knows nothing about it. I sympathize with the people of Cooper's Pen and with myself and the Member of Parliament and the government. We will look at ways that we...
Let me say to Gerger, whatever your name, it's disingenuous, a nice word. It is a fucking lie, the right word, to say that the government don't know nothing about this. The police is an agency of the government, you stupid fucker. You half-baited, half-witted dunce of a moron. The police is an agent of the state. The police falls under the Cabinet Ministry of National Security. The police who went in to arrest the men of the community before the barbarity of the onslaught was carried out on them, you stupid fucking moron. How then can you come out in front of a mic and camera and say the government know nothing more? Who the bomber blood clot send the police them? Who authorized the police cracker bomber blood clot that? Or are you saying to us, Mayor, that the police have been paid off? This is a charlatan job by the police and the developers. The police are taking jobs on the side. Is that what the mayor is saying? Is that what the mayor is saying? The police, them a work upon them own. The police, them a work for a side meal. Working for a side meal. Cousin, I want to throw out all the baby and the bathwater this morning. I want to throw out the baby and the bathwater this morning. Because when Mayor Watts it up, come tell we say, the government don't know nothing about this. Who sent the police? Who authorized the police to go on unlawfully arrest and detain the men of the community until the barbarity was done? Dirty mayor. When police, soldier, and helicopters were there from different divisions. Precisely. It was ordered by the government. The government gave a green light. The government gave protection. The government says, kettled and arrest anyone that will be a risk or a hindrance to you carrying out the barbarity. How the fuck you come out here and tell me? The government knew nothing about this. So JCF is working on their own in our country.
Claims made by PNP bloggers that what happened in Cooper's Pen was done by the government. This is not so. In fact, this is a private developer who has been in dialogue with the people of Cooper's Pen for over 10 to 15 years. They have been to court. The court ruled against them. They did appeal. And so the private developers offered them to sell them the land if they were willing to pay. The claims being made is unfair, unjust. There is no...
Could the mayor be saying to us, because the people refuses to pay, then that's why the developers take drastic measures? Is that what we are to believe, Mayor? Well, Corinne, they are saying, Gerga is saying, local or central government no know nothing about this, no have nothing to do with it. Who ordered the police? Is it that all of these police were acting because rich people pay them off to come in and do their dirty work? That is even more dangerous, government. Because the people who you are to order into action can be ordered by anyone who pays them. Somebody please clarify this fuckery this morning for us. Because what Gerga is saying muddies the water. What Gerga is saying don't make no sense. Maybe somebody with sense needs to come out and say something.
Claims made by PNP bloggers that what happened in Cooper's Pen was done by the government. This is not so. In fact, this is a private developer who has been in dialogue with the people of Cooper's Pen for over 10 to 15 years. They have been to court. The court ruled against them. They did appeal.
Why don't you first, Mayor, talk about the government through the Administrator General who sold the people on the land? The government who sold the people on the land. You don't think the blame runs back to there?
And so the private developers offered them to sell them the land if they were willing to pay.
Could you explain to us then, Mayor, if this negotiation to sell the land, if talks between the residents and the developers broke down, could you also tell us from your information, though you don't know fuck all, if the people refuse to pay for the land? Because it would have to be something of that sort why we have gotten to where we got yesterday. So when you come out and reject lie, when you must also talk the truth.
Claims being made is unfair, unjust. There is no truth to that. The government knows nothing about it. The Trelawny Municipal Corporation knows nothing about it. I sympathize with the people of Cooper's Pen and with myself and the Member of Parliament and the government. We will look at ways that we could see fit to work with these people. I don't know yet.
After the Bumble blood clot fact, where the government should have looked into before the government sell them. Because this is Bumble blood clot slavery all over again, you know. Because when the land were sold by the Auditor General, the people were sold on the land. Therefore, the people were either sold as they were sold as chattels because they are removable properties. We were removable properties during slavery. Do you understand that? It's the same chattel that are being sold back. It is the same chattel that we were during the time of slavery. Properties and chattels to be sold. Same thing all over again. After 64 years of independence, you stupid fuckers, and you all jump around in Grand Gala with patsies coming down and rope and but tap 1 minute. Wanna watch the Grand Gala? I would encourage you to go back and watch the Grand Gala, just the part of it where all the dignitaries are entering. From Babsy to Governor General. And I want you, of all the person that Babsy met for the Grand Gala, I want you to look at the rapport between Andrew Holness and Babsy Grange. And want to know what? Come back and tell me if Babsy Grange and Andrew Holness agree. Come back and tell me want to know what. And you never remember saying to take picture with Babsy. Come back, come tell me if riot now go on between Andrew Holness and Babsy Grange. I was expecting a statement from Tova Hamilton on this, but Tova Hamilton push out the Don smear. Tova Hamilton push out the Don smear to come out here, come talk upon himself, talk over himself, tell blatant lie, talk what they don't know about, come out with a unhinged lie. So the government don't involve. Local government don't know nothing about it. Central government don't know nothing about it. But yet still these developers are operating in your territory, on your turf, with the help and blessing of the police, but nobody don't know about it. So when we say the Jamaica Constabulary Force is a lawless entity in our country, we mean exactly that. If we are to speak based on what the mayor is saying, we mean exactly that when we say the Jamaica Constabulary Force is lawless. Because the Jamaica Constabulary Force sit on a domino table with the developers and plan how they're going to race a whole community to the ground. All right, said the police. Me will come in and arrest all of the man them who would have been in opposition to you. You see, while me take them at 3 o'clock, make sure before sunrise the community that dot. That was exactly what happened yesterday morning. If we are to speak based on the mayor, that this wasn't ordered, this wasn't coming from National Security Minister, it wasn't coming from the Commissioner of Police, Kevin Blake with the DR title. It is who instructed the commander or the superintendent of who ordered, because then again, Jamaica police lawless enough for them can go into action on their own. Nobody not even have to order them, you just have to do the left or right. Once you cater to the left or right, police becomes your personal property. That is a part of the truth in our country. Could it be that the police becomes the personal bodyguard in this? But so much of them. So much of them. So are rich people, them, you know. Okay. If it is that the police weren't ordered by the state, if it is that the police weren't ordered by the state, then the person will pay them enough money. The person will pay them enough money. Because the amount of police who we used to turn up yesterday morning, if they were not ordered into battle, because this was a war declared yesterday morning, you, the people of Jamaica, may not understand that what happened yesterday morning was war declared on the people of Jamaica. Was the police officers on scene yesterday morning? Police in helicopter, police on the ground, protecting men and bulldozers. Could somebody tell us, were the police acting on their own because they were paid to do so? Or was the police acting on orders of their superior? That is important for the Jamaican people. Was the police acting on their own because they were paid to do so? Or were the police acting on advice or orders of their superiors? Those questions must be answered to the Jamaica people, because the mayor is telling us that central government nor local government no nothing about this. Don't you tie up yourself, so I'm gonna continue play you. Because you let the puss out of the bag. You tie up yourself. So you leave the government with a lot more questions to answer. On whose instruction or pocket, for that matter, was the Jamaica Constabulary Force acting yesterday morning? On whose instruction or on whose pocket was the Jamaica Constabulary Force acting yesterday morning? We need urgent answer to these questions. If you don't want to walk and call upon a name, then provide us the facts of what you all know. But not come out here, come fib around like we're some fucking fools. Don't come out here and come fib around us like we're some fools. We want these urgent questions answered from the government, from the opposition, and from the private developers. There's a lot of questions left up in the air to be answered after the barbarity that we saw yesterday morning. Don't go on like we are idiots.
Claims made by PNP bloggers that what happened in Cooper's Pen was done by the government. This is not so. In fact, this is a private developer who has been in dialogue with the people of Cooper's Pen for over 10 to 15 years. They have been to court. The court ruled against them. They did appeal. And so the private developers offered them to sell them the land if they were willing to pay. The claims being made is unfair, unjust. There is no truth to that. The government knows nothing about it. The Trelawny Municipal Corporation knows nothing.
How then did the police get involved? That's an urgent question to be answered. The municipal corporation, said the mayor, knew nothing about it. Central government, said the mayor, knew nothing about it. The urgent question to be answered: how did the police become involved? Who instructed the police? This is serious. This is serious if what the mayor is telling us is true. Andrew Holness and Horace Chang would have no authority over JCF. JCF can work for a dosh if they choose, is it not? Isn't that what you're understanding? Of course, it was a well-planned operation, O'Neill. This is why it was so coordinated, isn't it? This is why it was so coordinated. It may happen over a drink. It may happen over the domino table. It may happen over dinner. It was all carefully planned. That's why they remove the men from the community. But I hope Devon Collins will be taking a mass lawsuit against the government on this when it comes to the unlawful arrests. When it comes to the unlawful arrests of all the men in the community that we saw took place, that we are being told took place yesterday morning, in order to leave the community defenseless, is how war is done. They take out the men, whether they arrest them or they kill them, and then they brutalize the women and children. Don't you understand war? Jamaica, don't you understand war? I saw war go. Take out the men and the women. You know, I could play Mayor one more time before we go back to the video where the 3-day-old baby left in the element, and they think there's something to smile about in our country. We think there is something to celebrate in our country when we just spent almost $1 billion on fuckery. We just spent almost $1 billion on fuckery called Grand Gala, while babies, sick elderlies are left on the roadside. They have gone through Melissa. They've survived Melissa. But the private developer and the government came together and took them down. The community of Cooper's Pen survived Melissa. The government, though, and the private developer organized, Opal, how you do? Organized to take a whole community down before sunrise yesterday morning. And then Gergar, whatever the fuck he is, coming out and telling us, local or central government don't know anything about this. Who the fuck ordered the police into battle against the people of Cooper's Pen? Who ordered the police into battle against the people of Cooper's Pen? Is this the new Jamrock Joe? Is it Joe's Diaz? I saw. Are you the new Jamrock? I forgot try and remember. Oh, well, oh no, you are saying welcome to the new Jamrock. Oh, this is the new Jamaica. Well, Jamaica has always been like this. I mean, it's just getting worse under this regime. We've always been battling from the days of, from we touched the shoreline off a good ship, Jesus Christ. It has been a battle up until today. From we come off of the shoreline, from we step on the shoreline of the Western world, I mean, we battled on the ship. Some of us went overboard because we refused to comply. There's a Nigerian, there's a Yoruba story, and there's a song, a very soul-touching song to it, where a group of slaves hold hands together and walked all the way into the sea and kill themselves because they refuse to be enslaved. So they rather take their life. Many of us, during the Middle Passage, endure exactly that. Many of us have gone through exactly that. Many of us are still going through that. You know what make it hurts? The black face appears again. You know, we were sold by black faces from Africa to the white faces of the Western world. That black face has emerged again, where it's our black leaders that are really, really taking us to the plantation, put the chains on us, hurled the fucking whips at us. Keith Russell, we would like Keith Russell as well to tell us, the people of Jamaica, during your time serving as JLP MP, what do you know? Do you own lands within the region? Were you a part of selling the people on the land? We want to know from the government, from Keith Russell, from Trelawny Municipal Corporation, from Mark Golden, Horace Chang, Tova Hamilton. We want to know. There's many questions. We need to understand ownership of the land. However, there's a judgment out there that speaks somewhat to that. But there are questions we need answering in relation to what took place yesterday morning. As you're all saying you don't know and you're not going to involved. The police is an agent of the government. The police was heavily involved yesterday morning. It was no secret. Who ordered the police? On whose instruction were the police acting upon yesterday morning? If the government is not involved, on whose instruction? Bear with my peeps. Just let me go to the door.
Too long in our little ghetto, run keep going on, less process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watchman, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, night. We gotta pass down Babylon walls. Preparing the way. Preparing the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down.
Thank you very much for holding on and welcome back. If Mayor Gerger is saying, our hands are clean, we are not involved in this, then we need comprehensive statements from all of these people, what they know, in particular to the police actions yesterday morning. It is important that the people of Jamaica is told on whose instruction were the police acting yesterday morning when they went to Cooper's Pen in Trelawny, arrest all the young men of Cooper's Pen, and then protected the demolition squad to demolish people's homes throughout the community. We want to know also of ownership of the property. When the government, through the Administrator General, sold the land with the people on it, people who have lived there for over 4 decades. So when the government come out trying to clear its name, remember we're always out here listening. We want answers from the opposition, from the government, as well as from the private developers. We need answers. Let us go back to the mayor one more time, because the mayor, what the mayor said, there's a lot in there for us to question. No, me not order breakfast. You know, people always turn up at your door, but so me never watch the camera, that's why I got the door. Huh? Hotels in Jamaica should be on fire. You see, unless we teach these people a brutal lesson, them always are going to continue to abuse us because they can get away with it. If we don't show them that enough is enough, we are going to continue to be abused as and when they chose, when they decide to, how the police get involved. And that we want to know. That's an urgent question to answer. Because you can't separate the government and the police. Otherwise, we have a rogue Jamaica Constabulary Force. If they were acting upon the instructions of who pay them or who they are favorable to. So don't come out here and come tell us bullshit that we knew nothing. Are you saying none of you all are working together? The government and its agency, the JCF, the developers and the municipal corporation and the police. Government agencies normally share information, don't they? Huh? And here say, I know, Trelawny police alone did it. Police coming in from other parts. Who ordered the police into battle against the people of Cooper's Pen, against the people of Jamaica? Because we must not separate Cooper's Pen from the rest of us. We must not. This was an attack on the people of Jamaica yesterday morning. Every community across Jamaica, especially coastline communities, communities dubbed as capture land, we ought to see ourselves through the eyes of the people of Cooper's Pen, of Albion in St. Thomas, of Clifton, or wherever the government and its affiliate takes their bulldozers across the island. This was an attack on the defenseless Jamaica people yesterday morning. This was an attack on armless, defenseless Jamaica people yesterday morning by armory and machinery of the state. So don't fucking come out here and tell us the government has nothing to do with this. And I go on like holding up the government, holding up the government and say, oh, this time it's not the government, it's private development. You, the government, sold the people on the land. You sold them as chattel. You sold them into slavery. And then you ordered your government militia, the same government militia that helped to took down Paul Bogle, who you just named a road the other day in his memory. That same militia which became the JCF. So don't expect any. What you see the JCF doing is what the JCF was born out of. So the JCF actions really, nothing surprised, don't are we? Because it's what JCF was born out of. The militia force that put down the Marant Bay Rebellion. That's your JCF. So when you see JCF come with a slave master, when you see JCF come with a slave master, and JCF start to reap havoc through your community, it's not strange. It's what the thing was born out of. So anyone who knows Mayor Gerger anyway, stick two fingers up at him and said, fuck you, you dunce. Sometimes when the better on shut on the mouth and make with cussing. Down to come out on the talk. Bare fuckery.
Claims made by PNP bloggers that what happened in Cooper's Pen was done by the government.
When I go mad over PNP blogger. When I go mad over PNP blogger, even though myself don't like them just like when but when I go mad over PNP blogger on a bunch of stupid idiots.
This is not so. In fact, this is a private developer who has been in dialogue with the people of Cooper's Pen for over 10 to 15 years. They have been to court. The court ruled against them. They did appeal. And so the private developers offered them to sell them the land if they were willing to pay. The claims being made is unfair, unjust. There is no truth to that. The government knows nothing about it. The Trelawny Municipal Corporation knows nothing about it. I sympathize with the people of Cooper's Pen and with myself and the Member of Parliament and the government. We will look at ways that we could see fit to work with these people. I don't know yet what it will be, but the government has an interest in the people.
Yeah, said the idiot. Before we finish, let's go back to the video with the 3-day-old baby at the bus stop. That's the independent Jamaica. That's the prosperity Jamaica.
I'm Trevor this morning. Them carried.
That's the prosperity Jamaica. That's the sovereign Jamaica. The independent Jamaica. The first world of the Caribbean, Jamaica. America's friend, Jamaica. Friend of the Zionists, Jamaica. See it there now? 64 years. And we just spent almost $1 billion celebrating fuckery. Literally. Within days, an entire community was knocked down with the government blessing and support. This is not propaganda. This is not politics. The JCF is the arm of the government that enforces laws, whether they be constitutional or unconstitutional. These same corrupt JCF and we are free. We are independent. Where is our share, though, of the independence? Where is our share of the freedom? Because all of us struggled together, did we not? But we're not getting a share of anything. Huh? We're not getting a share of anything. No, I didn't hear Dennis Meadows' interview last night. I wish part Dennis Meadows did that one. Yes, screen record it for me, please. It is disgraceful that a government in 2026 can be so hard, because it is the government that set the standard, you know. This bulldozerment standards what we see in our country, and just set it in a Clifton. Don't forget that. This bulldozer mentality this bulldozer mentality, don't forget, say, as the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the sociopath, the narcissistic psychopath, the personified devil, the demon break loose in Jamaica from the pit of hell. Don't forget, say, Andrew Holness set that standard there. For going with bulldozer and police and soldier and race a whole community to the ground. So to the dirty blood clot mayor, please to tell us how what happened yesterday morning is different from over Clifton. Tell me the difference. It was the same government forces that came upon us to intimidate us while them are pulled down with dwelling. Was it not the same thing happened yesterday morning? They even went further by carrying out unlawful arrests. Violating one's constitutional rights to liberty. How is this different from Clifton? Could the mayor tell us that? How this and Clifton different? Isn't it the same agents? Isn't it the same agent from Clifton that was in Trelawny yesterday morning? How the government don't involve when the government scoop up hungry belly, tight uniform, white squall mouth police and send them go protect the demolishers, to carry out unlawful arrests, to give the demolishers time to take down a community before daylight. How this different from Clifton? How this different from Clifton? Me no know, but me ask how this different from Clifton.
I'm chasing this morning. Them carry the whole of the man them and then lit down the place them.
I'm over here in Cooper's Pen, being this Cooper's Pen Trelawny that is being described by some residents as a second bout of Melissa passing through their community in the wee hours of the morning.
Has anyone heard of anything from Melvin Spence? Let me go look if Melvin, for me thought on Melvin Spence this morning. Let me look over PNP Facebook page if Melvin Spence put out anything.
So I have a few.
Hold on. No, that's about Colombia. That about
On June 30,
Minister Green already filled that yet. Dennis Meadows, we do Dennis Meadows' statement already. Now, we're calling on Melvin Spence, the PNP Melvin. You know there's two Melvin Spence. You have the JLP Melvin Spence, which is Pernell Charles, the younger daughter. And then you have PNP Melvin Spence, which is Isaac Buchanan. Now, Melvin Spence is the spokesperson on human rights. There were many human rights breaches yesterday. We're yet to hear from Melvin Spence, almost 24 hours on. Unacceptable, Isaac Buchanan. Unacceptable. There were grave human rights breaches yesterday. There were grave human rights breaches yesterday. The breach of right to liberty, the breach of children's rights, there was so many breaches yesterday. So we need to hear from Isaac, but of course this was war declared on the people of Jamaica. It's war declared on the people of Jamaica, and nobody, the length and breadth of Jamaica, should see themselves any different from the people of Cooper's Pen. This was war declared on us as a nation. So we're calling on Isaac Buchanan. Can you address this issue? The government now have nobody pan for them side to deal with human rights. You don't hear this government go on much about human rights. So because the PNP put somebody there, and that's you, to speak on the issues of human rights, this is almost 24 hours on, and we heard nothing. Zilch from Isaac Buchanan. Unacceptable. On issues like these, we expect the opposition to be on their feet. It shouldn't be Dennis Meadows only. Dennis Meadows only that puts out a statement on this issue. And that's why we're calling on Mark Golden for clarity. Because your name a call out, they say you have ownership in the land up there. You need to clarify, not threatened lawsuit, Mark Golden. Unacceptable. We need clarity. Breaches after breaches took place yesterday morning. A grave crime of criminal damage happened across the whole community yesterday, Mark Golden. This is not the time for you all poly-fucking-teaking. We want question answers. This is an issue that the opposition should be out on within 5 to 12 hours of it happening. It shouldn't be that Dennis Meadows, the unelected, the rejected, come out and speak before Mark Golden and his fucking team this morning. Where is Isaac Buchanan? Where is Mark Golden? Where is the young man that deal with land? Where is Professor Floyd Morris that deal with housing? Where is Nita Garvey from local government? Where is Fitz Jackson from national security? Because the police is involved in this fuckery. And you all are silent. You feckless opposition. Can you all not work on your feet? This is not a matter where you have to sit down and have a meeting and decide how we're going to tackle it. Come out and talk from the heart, you stupid bunch of fuckers. Oh, you're all winding me up. Everybody turn against we. Everybody a work against we. Everybody a come together and a declare war upon we, the people of Jamaica. And nobody, the guardrail where we put in place, it ain't working. The PNP ain't working. Parliament is on break. MP is not. Parliament may be on break. The work of members of Parliament, the work of the opposition is not. The government is never on holiday. They're always operating. Therefore, our opposition is never on holiday. No matter where in the world, the mic, action, camera, pen and paper, you can put out a statement. Wherever in the world you are, you can put out a statement. the whole of you are playing on your phones wherever you are in this world. Wherever we are in this world these days, we have access to Wi-Fi. Something like this can happen, and PNP are going to wait 3 bumbleclot week before them come say something. Where is the emergency lawsuit? Where is the emergency lawsuit from the PNP? What? Because on the phone of constituents, but I know the slope and everything anyway. This is the right time to go after Tova Hamilton, is it not? You bunch of lackeys. Sometimes I think the PNP. Sometimes I think the PNP. Sometimes I think the PNP and the JLP are work closer together than we think. Sometimes I think the two of them are work against we. And we don't know. But isn't it the truth though? We need the PNP hot on the heels. When we say hot on the heels, we mean hot on the heels. I said McKinnon should have come out from yesterday. This is what you call a emergency mass PNP conference, where you bring out Mark Golding, the opposition leader, Isaac Buchanan, human rights, Dr. Morris, housing, not what the young man the name was given the portfolio where they fill on. Want to remember me the name of the young man there, no? May I read my message, but that not help me. May I read the message, but that not help me. That should have done already. That should have done already. You can convene a meeting, even if the whole of them they're separate places. We have a thing called Zoom and another called Teams. You can arrange meeting through them, and wherever you are in the world, you're sitting in the meeting on your phone. You don't need to be in a fancy office or studio to arrange a meeting through Teams or Zoom. Anybody can do that on the go from anywhere. Having a meeting today doesn't do anything. They should be on the ground yesterday. They should convene an emergency meeting yesterday, press conference yesterday. Them should make Dennis Meadows release a statement before them. Dennis Meadows is the caretaker or chairman rather for that Galang for the PNP in that region there. Why should Dennis Meadows come out before them? Why them so back a time? Why them so back a time? An emergency meeting can convene on Zoom or Teams at any given time. So them not come with a pity party. When it's time for them act, them never act yet. That's why this wicked and brutal barbaric government always get away with murder. This wicked, brutal, uncaring, barbaric government always get away with the crimes against the people of Jamaica. All of the attacks. They should have a press conference yesterday. A lawsuit should have been submitted to the Supreme Court this morning. That's what we elect them for. Not to sit down and hobble around and hop around and see where the wind blow and set themselves for the wind blow them go there. Them for try get there before the wind reach. Try get there before the wind reach. We're tired of the PNP them. We're tired of the PNP them not hot on the heels.
I'm Trevor this morning. Them carry the whole of the man them and then lit down the place them.
I'm over here in Cooper's Pen, being this Cooper's Pen Trelawny, that is being described by some residents as a second bout of Melissa passing through their community in the wee hours of the morning. A demolition crew came to demolish houses built on this land said to be privately owned. I spoke to Dennis Meadows earlier, who said he was able, along with Councillor Govt Wilkinson, to get a break from the demolition team. They asked for mercy, and as Mr. Meadows said, they decided to put a halt to the demolition. But they're planning to come back to continue their work. We're hearing more than 50 families live here on this piece of property in Cooper's Pen along the North Coast Highway for more than up to 30 years. And so on. This morning, after losing a court battle and an appeal over 10 years ago, they were surprised by a demolition crew that came in to demolish their properties. But we'll definitely have more on this in subsequent newscasts. So the babies are old, sir?
3 days old. The neighbors don't even drop yet. See the hand at the bus stop.
And they demolished the house?
Yes.
So we can find her. So, just outside the hotel gate, the bus stop is here. This is where we're going to find a mother with a 3 days old baby. Her house was demolished this morning. I understand that this is where she sought shelter, and we are here to see her.
Showing the baby tree.
Not even the neighbor's tree drop yet.
Not even a weekend. And a tree.
3 days old baby.
Then push her out the house and lock up her baby father.
And take her baby father and then stitches me get and can't do it. No. So
What do you going to do now? Where do you go from here?
No, then she don't know.
I see it. Okay.
This is wickedness.
Evidence of this insensitivity that has been demonstrated this morning. You come on the eve of the morning, right before people will wake up, and you come with equipment and you demolish people without notice. And I said earlier, this against the background that we are giving homes to over 10,000 despicable human beings from the US. Look at it. 3-day-old baby displaced under a bus stop.
This is the bus stop outside of a hotel here in Trelawny, and this is where this mother with her 3 days old baby has sought shelter following that demolition exercise this morning in the Cooper's Pen area of Trelawny. These are some of her belongings here that were thrown out of her house, and she's now seeking shelter under this bus stop.
Well, I understand Isaac Buchanan and the PNP may be in a meeting about this issue. For me, that's unacceptable. Really, really not good enough. Really not good enough. Dennis Meadows came out from yesterday I mean, Dennis Meadows, it's easy for him on the ground to get there because he's within the vicinity. However, the PNP have hours now to at least say something on the issue. The PNP don't have to wait 12 hours or 24 hours to have a meeting about an issue as grave as this. Put out a statement, say something, and advise us that you'll have a press conference in due course to address the matter. We'll take a case to the court in due course. And we still not seen nothing yet from the PNP them. So they might have a press conference today on the matter. Because I don't see they put out anything. Let me look again. This is about Colombia. Wave the hands. Nothing of a planned press conference. Nothing of a planned press conference. Globalist, bear with me 1 second.
Ghetto, run, keep going on, let's process. For children of Israel do really love rights. So just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace. What wrong is going on? Hey, oh, we gotta bust down Babylon walls. Preparing the way. Preparing the way for your people. Let's go. Fight down, war and cry. Fight down, listen Rastafari. War and cry and do the righteousness. And we love Jah. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. Jah Rastafari. And we love Jah. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. We love Jah. Jah Rastafari. Preserve all people. Put time away. Put time away again. Listen. Yeah. Just as I and I as a watching man, I run Babylonian walls. Oh, children of Israel, I should never hold thy peace while we penalize. Hey, oh, night. We gonna bust down Babylon gates. Prepare the way. Prepare the way for Jah Rastafari.
Thank you for holding on and welcome back. Now, the government and its apparatuses want to blame the people for capturing people's land and live on it. But understanding this situation, it's captured on by the government as well, you know. Because when Mr. Dobson would have died, bear with, is it this one? When Mr. Dobson, Gilbert Baron Dobson, would have died intestate, his sons may be abroad or whatever, the government through the administrator general, because when you die intestate, it's the government becomes responsible for that estate if nobody knows if you claim it or come seek administration for it. So the government claimed this land and sold this land on to the administration of uncontested estate. And it seems that the sons came back to contest it after the government sell it, but no so. But it's the government who sold it to New Falmouth Resort Limited. So the same thing where them a blame the people them for. It's the same thing them a do thief land and sell it. Land when not belong to them. Land that somebody should have inherited. The government, through their powers, take those land because the people them, the son them for the man may never live in Jamaica or whatever. Take these lands and sell them on. Sell them on with people living on the land. And then the same government ordered the security force into action against the people of Jamaica. That's where we will leave it this morning. Come angry. Be angry to wara it clot. Be angry. To know say a 3-day-old baby is experiencing what our ancestors experienced in slavery. In 2026, a 3-day-old baby is experiencing exactly what our ancestors experienced on the plantation. Tell me where's the difference. Show me the difference in what happened on the plantation 300-400 years ago, as opposed to the current situation that Jamaica people endures, where master come and pull down your ranch at his own choosing. Thank you for being here this morning. Lovely to have your support as usual. Please do join us back tonight. We're going to continue this story tonight. We're going to continue this story tonight because we're waiting for the PNP and a press conference, and we're waiting for answers from Golden, from Andrew Holness, Horace Chang, Municipal Corporation of Trelawny, from the private developers. A lot of people have questions to answer. So thank you, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon from the Global TV Group.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside and rob and cheat, and not first and for make up what I seen to. Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a block! Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. So, my favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. One stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Think him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead and can sell out Rasta. I sell a house, I sell out Babylon. Just stop on the front. You must throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing. You must throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let him hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.